Welcome to our first online video ever with Plaza Studio online. A lot of you were missing the physical retail area of Plaza Studio, and now that we are an online community of some imports as well as local artisans, I decided it was probably time to give you a video, because a lot of these products really do not represent well in pictures. You have to actually see them in person. And obviously when you're in online retail, it's a little bit more challenging to see them in person. We do festivals from time to time, but not as often as I necessarily would like to or have time to. So right now we are going to focus a little bit more on the fall look. It's mostly what I've put out here. But we've got a fantastic, mostly 25-yard skirts. There's a couple of 32-yard skirts. But this particular one is a red with yellow. Best representation is going to be online with the pictures for the colors. I'm still being challenged with the lighting since this is our first video. But you can see that it's a mirrored skirt, or mirrored trim skirt. So when you are on stage performing, it catches the light really nicely. It's a great layering skirt. You can put this underneath and then add in another skirt on top. We also have the yellow sequin hip scarf with it. You can see once again how the light catches it. And with the mirror trim, it's fantastic. We have quite a few belts left, the tribal belts. Those, once again, it's best if you go online to look at the pictures, but they are also a little bit more challenging to take a picture of because you can see how much iridescence is there as well. Next skirt. These are beautiful. They're very sheer. Great layering skirts once again. They've got the gold, more of a lurex ribboning through them. This one is with the orange hip sequin scarf. But you can see the flow to it. And once again, the coloring is beautiful. These colors are gorgeous. I really do love the colors that they come in. This is our orange, which is more of a pumpkin look. You can see it with the sequin hip scarf on top if you wanted to get a little bit more of that coloring. I have got it with the lime sequin hip scarf. Once again, you can see the sparkle of it. It's one of the reasons I wanted to do a video for you guys. You can see the movement. The black and copper hip scarf is a little bit more challenging to see, depending on where you put it. You put it with some green so you can see with the green. See that? Isn't that beautiful? And like I said, I'm a little challenged with the video this time around, but it's a work in progress. This is the pumpkin skirt, and this is the copper skirt. So once again, you can see the color difference is a little bit better online, but this gives you an idea. Green, saw a little bit a few minutes ago. Green is beautiful, and I paired it with the peach sequin hip scarf for today. But the sequin hip scarf and peach is also really good with the copper. You can see a little bit of that. A little challenge on the focusing. I know we've got a lot of purple girls out there. Check out that purple. That is gorgeous. And I paired it with the pink. Not exactly your fall colors, but I know there's a lot of you who love those colors in general. So I had to represent for all involved. You can see the layering with the purple and the green is really pretty. Black is always a little bit more challenging to show up in pictures too, as well as the sequin hip scarf that is the silver and gold. Picks up a lot of different colors, but you can see how much play on light. And you can see the see-through of it, so you can layer it with other colors underneath and get a really pretty look. This skirt is another one of the mirrored trim skirts. It has a lot more body to the actual skirt, and I've paired it with the black sequin hip scarf that has the blue and gold, which is gorgeous with the trim, because you get a lot of play when you're performing with the trim And I'm going to scoot back so you can get a better feel for it. I'm just trying to get some movement. Like I said, we'll get better with the videoing, but for a first one, it gives you lots to look at. And we're going to get to the local artisan soon as well, and I'm real excited to show you some of that. So you can see it's not as much of a flow. It has more structure to it. After a couple of washings, it'll probably be better. Here is our lovely mannequin. I'm going to scoot back so you can see her a little bit more. So that is a 2-color dip dye black top. It is more of the green with brown. Perfect for this time of year. We have some hats that match. And then the colorful multi-sequin hip scarf is fantastic to pick up a lot of coloring and light. And you can see you can tuck your skirts, and they're really pretty that way. You can see a lot more color. This is another tribal belt. I have a few of the tie tops left over too. Solid color skirt. We have orange or pumpkin, whatever you want to call it. It's a really pretty 25-yard skirt. I only have a couple of the solid colors left. That's another one of the tribal belts. So this one here is a 32-yard skirt, and I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see this one. So it is a black top with a burgundy and a red skirt trim. It is more of that satiny, and it is phenomenal in pictures as well as on the stage. It has a lot of movement, so you can see a lot of movement to it. And like I said, on stage, it's just beautiful. I do not have it on the website yet, but I will work on getting that done. A few Lorix skirts that we have, which Lorix is basically the gold thread that you see. Scoot over here so you can see it. Great movement, great layering, fantastic for performances, picks up the light on the stage. Green. These are also great with layering. You can see the colors. The green and the blue are great together. We also have a copper, which is really pretty, and the copper and the green can be great layers together. And then I have a third one that has 3 colors to it. It is, the top part is a navy, goes into a green, and then ends in the yellow. So you can see all of those. I'm just going to scan across again so you get a feel for it. Sorry about the shadow. Oh, and I almost forgot the other dip dyes. Here they are right here. So I have more what I call a watermelon, which is more of that watermelon-y color, and then the green, and then the black top. And then I have the other ones that are black top and go into more the orange and the russet tones or the burgundy tone. These are beautiful as well. Great with the sequin hip scarf on top. So here is the orange and burnt sienna, and then you've got the beautiful rich colors. These are great for fall, and of course the watermelon's one of my favorites. So very, very pretty. You can see all those colors together. All right, now let's go down to our tribal belts. How about that? So here's some more tribal belts. You can see how pretty they are. Lots of detailing to them. Once again, really hard to show in pictures, but I am working on that for y'all. Getting my foot in there with a bad pedicure. Trying to find that focus point. The other thing that we have is we have lots of coochies. That is a coochie right there. And eye candy. Look at all that sparkle to the eye candy. It has so much pretty color. There's a sugar, which is more of an iridescence, more of a translucent. There's a super fine that has a finer grain to it, and it It's great for day wear and as well as layering on top of lips or eyes or shadows or liners. And then there's the fine, which is really more the quality for stage and performances. We also have the kohl eyeliner. That gives you a really smoky, sexy look. I love those. It'll last you forever. I'm gonna get really close to the eye candy. It probably will not focus, but I want you to get a feel for the sparkle to it. You can make it as intense as you see here, or you can make it sheerer depending on how you apply it. And since we're on the note of makeup, I'm gonna bring you down to some of our makeup down here. We also have the eye candy in the shadows. Here are some really pretty neutral tones that you can use. This one is called Sweet Essentials. Simply Sweet is more of your whites, silvers, grays, and blacks. Naturally Sweet is more of your pink and your burnt orange, and it's more of a white and lemon color there. Sweet and Sassy is more of intense colors, and you've got more of a beige, pink, olive, purple, and a navy. These are really intense colorings or pigment, so you can apply them very sheer, but you can also get a really intense look for it. The other thing that's really fun that we have is the black light makeup. So you can see that you can get more of a black light look if you go out clubbing, if you are into that. And here are the colors that it comes in. We don't have a lot of them left, but they are fun, so that's something that interests you. I'm going to bring you over to a few other things. Those are the artisans we're going to get to in a minute. But first, I told you we had some hats and some more sequin hip scarves. I have quite a few colors, so you can see them all online, but I wanted to let you see how much sparkle you get to them when you're playing with them. We have a red that is a silver and a red that has an iridescence. This is the silver. Then we also have a fuchsia and gold. Those are harder to see online. This is a white with silver. And then I also have the white with iridescence. Obviously brown and gold and green. And then the center one is a black with gold. The other thing that I just recently got put onto the website are the shoes. Those are really fun. So the holographic is a really good one for you to see. Literally holographic. You can see all the color changes to it. We also have Python. This is Python Orange. It's a great picture on the website. Zebra. This is the Camo Storm. Tiger. Python Sepia. Leopard. This is the other leopard. And then we have a henna design. These invisible foot covers, I gotta tell you, they're awesome. They are actually shaped semi like a ballet slipper, but they are sheer like a nylon. They have a little bit of a grippy on the bottom, so they're great for shoes or just walking around, but they fit really well. And then we also have the sole protection, which is for the top or the front of the foot, but leaves the heel open. We've got quite a few Coochies left. Some really beautiful pieces. I don't think it'll focus as we go closer, but I'll give you a little bit of a look. Some very unusual, unique ones. Unfortunately, you can't get the quality that you're used to. A lot of the things are no longer being imported. To my understanding, they're now being made out of New York for the most part with glass. And you can see I've got a great set there. So it's a little bit harder to get some of the older pieces. And sets in particular are kind of hard, so here's some really pretty sets. If I get closer, I do not believe it will focus. So now let's talk about some of the artisans that Plaza Studio represents. And I'm most excited about this because I love unique pieces. Here's one of them, and it really has to be worn or seen in person. I don't know why we're having problems with the focus on these things, but I do want you to see the sparkle and the detailing of this kind of piece. If I could get it to focus, that would be fantastic. Ooh, right about there. There we go, folks. So that's the focus on this side, and then you flip it over, and that is another beautiful part of it. So really nice piece. You can find that online. The other one by the same artist has got some serious bling going on. Both sides, depending on how you wish to wear it. See if I can get it in focus for you. So you can see a lot of detailing, a lot of wire wrapping, the copper shaping. So, real pretty piece. Another one that we have by the same artist. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Keep my shadow out as much as I can. So, really nice work. Same similar twisted wire for the necklace part of it. And then when you flip it over, you can see it has the abalone to it with the copper. Let's find that focus point. But lots of bling. So very, very unique. There's good pictures of it online. She also brought a bracelet with some really fun work to it. You can see the sparkle and the focal point, or focus point, we're having challenges with. And the last bracelet of this particular artist is another really fun blingy piece. I'm going to see if I can find that focus. There's that focus. So you can see that it's got some beautiful work, beautiful coloring, lighting, great on the skin. And yeah, I really wish I could get closer in for a macro zoom on that for you to see the detailing, because it's very pretty. Another one that has to be really seen in the light are these. These are the Swarovski crystals. Another really detailed work by this artist. And I really wish I could get up close focus for that one, but you can see how it plays off the light. And when you flip it over, it even has the design on the back. So you can see how beautiful these seed beads are, and the designing and the work to this. So really nice. That's the blue. We've got a kind of a sun-kissed color here. Looking for better lighting for you, but you can see that. And the back has the design, but it's still hard to see here.